Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining. It looks like I just got kicked off real quickly. Had to jump back in and restart the broadcasting software. So thank you for your patience. So we'll kind of just take it from the top again, since we were only about a minute or so into what we were talking about. So what we're talking about this particular talk is on filling your vessel, right? And so what is your vessel, right? And why does it need to be filled? What's it filled up with now, right? So we'll talk about some really good positive ways that are enlightening, right? And positive affirmations of what we can do. But again, thank you for joining me. And I know it's just a beautiful June day outside, hopefully where you are. But today is June 14th, 2021, and it's a little bit after 6 p.m. here. And so we'll start off tonight with our guided meditation. And so please go ahead. You can feel free to get comfortable. Whatever's comfortable for you will work sufficiently for our purposes. And go ahead, close your eyes. I'll do the guided part. You guys just relax, sit back and settle in, and go ahead and begin to take a moment to allow your body to settle in. Whatever works best for you, and go ahead and find that comfortable position that allows your spine to be long, but with that natural curve in the low of your back. You can close your eyes or keep them open with that soft gaze, looking down at your feet or a few feet in front of you. Let your belly and your shoulders relax. Go ahead and put that half smile on your face too. Right? Just a little half smile. And tonight I'll guide you through a practice to envision a positive future. And it's a chance to connect with that place inside us that wants to work towards a life of meaning and fulfillment. This is a useful way to consider how we care for ourselves and for others, and how to show up at our best to meet challenges of life. And before we start, just take a full breath in and a long breath out. Now allow the breath to find its natural rhythm. In and out. Allowing yourself to be fully present, resting on the breath. I'll provide you with questions to prompt ideas and responses that can help you find a positive future. So throughout this practice, let your body and mind feel loose and open. Repeat the questions I offer silently and to yourself. And resist the urge to problem solve. And see if anything comes up alone on its own, organically. If nothing comes to mind, you can always continue to rest your attention on your breath till something does come up. Let's begin. Ask yourself, what kind of a future do I feel deeply moved towards? Notice the thoughts, feelings, and images that come to mind. Meanwhile, remembering to breathe, breathing in and breathing out. As you hold this positive future in your mind, what feelings are present? And I'll offer you a few more questions to help you explore the future that you feel deeply moved towards. How can I show up in a way that will allow the positive to unfold? How can I show up fully for the opportunities that I encounter? Who do I want to be in relation to others? What might get in the way, and how will I move beyond it? What are the skills or capabilities that I'll need to get there? How might practice support this future? See yourself right now, somewhere in this positive future, and reflect on the things that you did that enabled you to get there. See yourself doing some of those things. Maybe it's spending time with family. Maybe it's engaging in a daily practice that supports clarity and focus. Maybe it's putting your energy into learning a new skill. Or maybe it's how you allow yourself to connect with others. See those things in your mind's eye and notice what it feels like as you imagine doing them. You can come back to this meditation at any time to rediscover that connection to that place inside that's ready to create that positive future. We all have the ability to improve our lives and the lives of those around us. Can you take this feeling with you as you head back to your day? Can you allow it to guide and how you interact with your world now? Let's finish this positive future practice now, and by taking a full deep breath in and a long breath out. Go ahead and open your eyes. And reorientate yourself with your surroundings. Maybe twist your back a little or roll your shoulders so you can get into an alternate position, maybe, if you need to. Wonderful. Wonderful. You guys did excellent. You guys did so well. So, what is your vessel? We talked about filling our vessel with positivity and a positive outlook on life, right? A positive view of the future is very important in filling our vessels. We need to embrace that positivity and that joy so our vessels can be filled, right? But what is our vessel? And our vessel is you, right? It's all of your thoughts, all of your emotions, everything inside you, down to that smallest cell, smallest little blood cell, or that little nerve ending, the little piece of toenail that hangs off at the end. That's all part of you. That is your vessel. And so why? Why does it need to be replenished? That's a really good question. Why? Why is that something that we need to cultivate with positivity? And it's a really good question. And it's, take a look around you. Look at all the toxicity that we are exposed to on a daily basis. Look at the media. I just don't watch the news, honestly. And I think several months ago, several months ago, and I just turned it on just to, because it had been quite some time, and I just hear how loud they are, and I flipped through different channels. I wanted to hear what was going on, different places and so forth. And it's just very loud, non-calming. So even just listening to whomever's talking, they're not calm. And that's toxic, right? That's a toxic environment. Everybody's bombarding you with loud decibels. That can take a toll. That's toxicity right there. That's audio toxicity. Social media is another one, right? Who do you follow? Why do you follow them? Right? Are they positive? Are they a positive influence? Do they promote the wholesomeness that you want as a person? Or are they lashing out at someone else? Do they give you body positive affirmations? Or do you find yourself comparing yourself to them? That's toxicity as well, right? It's toxicity as well. Movies. How much violence is there in movies? Right? How much violence is there? And certainly certain video games, right? Certainly there's quite a few video games out there that are just extremely violent, and all of those things add up to that toxic environment into ourselves. That is what is taking us from our joy, right? Each one of those adds up. A little drop, a little bit of a drop here, a little bit of a drop there. And that's what makes our vessel more toxic. And it doesn't necessarily mean that we are ourselves become violent, right? But it certainly can mean that we become disconnected, that we have become disengaged with the world around us. And we keep exposing ourselves to those toxic environments, and we are disconnected, and we don't get to see that the beauty around us because we're feeling empty, right? We're feeling empty inside. So you lose the true joy of what life has to offer. And joy is like the rain that waters the flowers, during a drought. That's what joy is. right? It refills us. It makes us connect to not just people, not just the plants, not just the dogs and cats and birds and whatever, but it connects to ourselves. Having that joy certainly cultivates compassion inside of us and empathy towards others. So, how can we replenish? And that's important, once we identify what some of those toxic situations can be, how can we remove them and replenish, fill with the joy of that rain, right? Water our own flowers. And one, just honestly, disconnect, right? Disconnect. You can turn off your phone. You can, right? You can absolutely turn off that phone, your cell phone. Use your landline. If you have a landline, use your landline. If somebody needs to get a hold of you that badly, landline. Right? Only, these days, most everybody has our cell phone numbers, but only a certain few, our parents maybe some relatives, maybe your boss, maybe your best friend or someone like that still has your landline phone. Right? So use your landline. Certainly turn off your computer when you're not using it. Right? Or any other electronic device. Don't purchase violent games either. Anything that's going to desensitize you. We may think that they're just, computer generated code on there, but humans have that ability to feel the emotions of something that's inanimate. Look at The Lion King, right? Look at The Lion King. If you've ever seen that, or Frozen or Bambi, right? They're not even real beings, and we feel sorry for them. And so violent video games and media like that, they diminish the value of joy. And it's another one, you can, it's number 2, I guess on my list would be, get back to nature. Right? Go take that walk. 10, 15 minutes. Go take that walk out of your house or apartment or office. Right? Go to that park. Go to that forest or beach or lake. And when you're out there, doesn't matter where you are, when you're out there in nature, look at the smallest little details. Walk up to that tree. Look at the bark. Feel the bark. Right? Feel the bark. Listen to the birds. Just close your eyes. Listen to the birds. Go find a bench. Find a patch of grass that's no one's using. Listen to the birds. Maybe even watch the squirrels or the chipmunks play. Look at the sand grains if you're on a beach. Look at the amazing colors of all the different sand grains. There's white. There's black. Sometimes you can find some greens. There's different shades of whites. Right? Some of them are beige. Some of them are really, really white. Look at the insects. Are there dragonflies? Are there ladybugs? What are they doing? Watch them. If you're by a body of water, look at the lake. Is it rippling? Do you see little bubbles percolating from the edge? of that lake or pond? Did you see a fish jump? Do you hear the dogs barking? Who could they be barking at? It might be a squirrel or the kids outside. But you can eat healthy. There's another one too. What we put inside us, right? Just as we watch movies and play video games, we are consuming that material. And so certainly what we eat is important for our consumption as well. And so remove if you can, honestly, remove if you can those processed foods. Right? And certainly remove, those dull-colored fried foods. I like my French fries. I do. I like my onion rings on occasion as well. Right? But that's honestly, that and coffee is all I order from a fast food place. And that's very, very, very much on occasion. Very seldom, far in between. And so introduce more colorful fruits and vegetables. Right? And if you can eat them raw, eat them raw. Just wash them off, right? Wash off those, any dirt from the carrots or green peppers. Green peppers are really good. My daughter will just tear up green peppers. I will buy 3 or 4 green peppers and I will come down the next day and they are gone. I didn't cook them. I didn't bake them. I didn't fry them. I didn't do anything to them. They're just gone and I know where they went. Right. And if you do cook those vegetables, don't put any cheese on them. Right? Don't mask it. Don't mask those vegetables with cheese. Right? Salt and pepper's fine. Absolutely. Hot peppers if you like it. You can certainly season it that way. But don't use the cheese to mask the taste. Learn to appreciate the taste and where it comes from. That's part of being mindful. Enjoying the tastes of that particular food. And then surrounding yourself with positivity as well. Right? Minimize contact with negative and sarcastic people. Right? They're going to bring you down. Right? And certainly, if you'll have to interact with them at work, set those boundaries. Right? When you set those healthy boundaries, you're going to have more positivity around you. Right? And if it persists, they're always negative, always sarcastic, just kindly remind them. Let that positivity blossom in you. Let that positivity blossom in you. And so keeping those professional boundaries are really important as well. It also works with family. Right? You can set those boundaries with your family as well. And then spend time with your pets. If you have them, even if they do like to bark while you're doing a live stream because some kids are playing outside. Right? Go ahead and enjoy times with your pets because they accept you no matter what. You could have had the worst day ever for whatever reason. And you can come home and there they will be, and they love you no matter what. So spend time with your pets. Just petting them. I guess that's why they're called pets, right? You pet them. So go ahead and spend some time with them. They love it too, right? And then meditation. Meditating 20 to 30 minutes a day, is enough. Do those positive affirmations as we talk, more than welcome to watch some of these videos. And there's plenty of other ones out there on many other wonderful websites or YouTube channels as well that offer wonderful meditations. And so you can sit there and listen to me talk, or you can sit there and listen to, someone else talk if you like. Whatever works for you to help to build those positive affirmations inside you. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you'll notice those lasting results, right? If you maintain that practice, you will feel a sense of decompression even after your first one, but the practice is still immature at that point. So give it a few weeks, and then you will notice the change. Because remember, you have been introduced, or you have been living in a toxic environment for a very long time. And so 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 meditation sessions, you'll feel the results immediately after, right? But then you'll start not slipping back, but you'll start, feeling a little bit blah again. And so you have to give it time. It has to nurture itself. It has to water itself. Or you have to water it so it grows, but give it time. You have to have some patience. Patience and wisdom are very important. And so patience, your decompression will manifest itself, and it'll stay there a lot longer. Give it time. And with that, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this talk, and I hope you found it fulfilling. Right? I hope there were some valuable and useful pieces of information that I shared with you for this Dharma talk, and go ahead, try some of these suggestions, and let me know in the comments below, if they've worked or how they've worked. If they haven't worked, right? If you have some other ones, feel free to share. We're all a community, right? We're all a community. And so I would love to know what you think. I would love to know what works well for you as well. So you are absolutely welcome to share. And then some of our center updates. Our groundwater well will be installed within the next week or so, just prior to our upcoming silent retreat. So, which is on the 27th, I think. And so our groundwater well is well underway to being put in. It's already been marked, utilities located, just waiting for that scheduling. So really, really looking forward to that. And then our monthly silent retreats, right? So we have them usually on the last Sunday of each month. And then next month in July, we also have our teen retreat. It's a week long from the 5th to the 9th of July. It's not overnight, but it's a wonderful way to introduce teens to mindfulness. And we'll talk about some wonderful teen relative topics, especially with a lot that they have to face and a lot that goes on with their lives. Body image, relationships, whether it's with teachers, parents, or boyfriends or girlfriends, sexual identity, healthy food choices, all types of topics, and how we can approach, or how they can approach those topics and more with that mindfulness and that compassion that's so important in dealing with all of life's uncertainties. And then once again, thank you. I sincerely thank you for spending some of your precious time with me. And I do, and I hope you find value in these talks, and that you find them positive and uplifting. And if you do so, please do subscribe and like our videos. All right, it all supports us, and keeps a positive message. And with that, my friends, take care. And I wish you all a day of peace and ease.